Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Learn English Language Skills. In this video we will learn about types of sentences, simple, compound and complex. And why will we learn about sentences? Because the knowledge of types of sentences, kinds of sentences is very important for your writing skills, even in your spoken English. So if you know the various kinds of sentences, you will be able to speak with a variety of sentences. Otherwise, your spoken English will be very monotonous. You will be able to write better sentences in your stories, letters, any writing pieces. Now, I should not scare you that there is a variety of different kinds of sentences. So how will you learn? It's not difficult at all. Let's find out. Stay with me and we'll learn together. So before I take you through simple, compound and complex sentence, I want to ask you a very basic question. Can you define a sentence? We say we are educated, we know this, we know that. Very simple. Do you know what is a sentence? So in which category do you belong? Oh, I know. Or, I do know, but right at this moment I'm not able to phrase the definition. So in which category are you? Sometimes we know, but we tend to forget. So let's brush up our knowledge. So a quick revision. What's a sentence? A sentence is a group of words which makes a complete sense. It should contain SVO, that is, it should have a subject. What is the subject doing? And it should have an object. SVO, subject, verb and object. For example, Robin kicked the ball. Robin is your subject. Kicked is the verb and the ball is your object. In other words, a sentence is divided into two parts, subject and predicate. For example, dogs, bark. Just two words, but it is categorized as a sentence. Dogs, subject, what do they do? What information are we getting in the latter half? That they bark. Second one, the boys made Harry the captain. The boys, subject. Latter half, that's a predicate, made Harry the captain. Okay, just for revision's sake, once again, the subject denotes the person or thing about which something is said. What's a predicate? Predicate is what is said about the person or thing denoted by the subject. So these two slides were dedicated solely for the revision's sake. Now let's go to the simple sentence. What is it? A simple sentence has one independent clause. It should be able to convey the whole idea by itself without adding more to it. What do I mean by that? Example, I cannot drive a car. One independent clause, meaning what's a clause? That it has a subject, it has a verb, and it gives me a complete thought. It's not giving me an incomplete meaning. I cannot drive a car. This is categorized as independent clause. You don't need to add any other words to complete the meaning. Second, the prisoner escaped. Idea is complete, thought is complete, meaning is complete. There's nothing lacking. For revision's sake, what's a clause? A clause contains a subject and a verb. Now, not just any verb, it should denote time, tense, past tense, present tense, future tense. Here, drive, escaped. I hope you know present, past, future. Example, I eat strawberries. It's a complete thought, and we have a tense verb here. So it's an independent clause, right? This particular sentence is categorized as a simple sentence. Right, we have reached to the next level. Compound sentence. What is it? A compound sentence has two or more independent clauses. They are joined either by a semicolon or coordinating conjunctions. You should know what are conjunctions. They join words or sentences. What are coordinating conjunctions? I'll tell you. You should remember fanboys, the word fanboys. Why should you remember? Because F stands for and, nor, but, or, yet, so. So all these letters which make the spelling of fanboys denote your coordinating conjunctions. Very easy to remember. So wherever you join two independent clauses, that means two simple sentences, you should use coordinating conjunctions to join. Let me show you an example. Rita ran out of groceries, so she went to the market. He threw the stone, but it missed the dog. Fine, I have underlined coordinating conjunctions. But what about this independent clause? Let's understand. Does it have two independent clauses? Rita ran out of groceries. Yeah, complete. It's giving me a complete meaning, an idea. Rita ran out of groceries. I can put a full stop. It's one simple sentence. She went to the market. Complete. She went to the market. Complete idea, complete meaning. So we do have two independent clauses which are joined by coordinating conjunctions. Here, second one, let's check. He threw the stone. It missed the dog. Complete sentences on their own. And we have joined it by using coordinating conjunctions. So, if you are writing or speaking compound sentences, take care of this rule. A compound sentence has two or more independent clauses which are joined either by a semicolon or coordinating conjunctions. I will explain about the semicolon part here. You can frame a compound sentence by using a semicolon. Let's see how. A semicolon is used only where ideas are very closely related. Now please give me all your attention, otherwise you may find it difficult. When to use a semicolon? Here it is. She wanted spinach salad. Semicolon. He wanted a hamburger. Idea needs to be closely related. That's the rule of a semicolon. So which idea is it? Eating idea. Preference idea. She wanted a spinach salad. Semicolon. He wanted a hamburger. Eating preferences. Next one. The cat slept through the storm. The dog kept under the bed. So which is the closely related idea? That how they both managed the storm. What did the cat do? She slept through the storm. What did the dog do? Crept under the bed. So the idea of managing the storm. Once again, a semicolon is used where ideas are very closely related. Okay, now here if you don't put a semicolon and if you want to use a coordinating conjunction, how will you do? She wanted spinach salad, but he wanted a hamburger. Like that. Let's see the other. Okay, last one, complex sentence. Let's find out what is it. A complex sentence has one independent clause plus one or more dependent clause. Okay? A dependent clause is a clause that has a subject and a verb, but it cannot stand by itself. So what do I mean by these two sentences? I mean that a complex sentence will have one complete sentence and one incomplete sentence. If you don't understand independent clause and dependent clause, just keep in mind a complex sentence will have a combination of a complete sentence and an incomplete sentence. Okay? It is not a complete idea. It has some sort of relationship to the independent clause. That means your dependent clause is related, is dependent on the independent clause. How? Let's find out. When Rahul won the award, everyone cheered. Okay, everyone cheered is an independent clause. It's giving me a complete meaning. But when Rahul won the award, oh my God, then what happened? Incomplete. So this is your dependent clause. In other words, a complete sentence, an incomplete sentence. So this dependent clause is depending on this sentence. You know the meaning of independent and dependent? Yeah, you should know. So everyone cheered is your independent clause. When Rahul won the award is your dependent clause. Let's see one more example. Now that I have money, I can buy a house. So which is your independent clause? I can buy a house. Complete sentence. It's giving me a complete idea. However, this one is your dependent clause. Now that I have money. So what to do if you have money? It's not giving us a complete idea. So this part of your sentence is dependent on the second part of the sentence. Independent clause, dependent clause makes it a complex sentence. Now I want you to pay attention in the next slide. Why? I'll show you. All right. I carried my driving license because I was driving. Because I was driving, I carried my driving license. Is it correct? Absolutely. What I want to tell you is that the dependent clause can be written either at the end of the sentence or in the beginning of the sentence, like so. Make a note of that. I carried my driving license, whereas in this one, I carried my driving license comes in the latter half. Both are correct because they are showing one is independent and one is showing the dependency on the other sentence. I carried my driving license is an independent clause, complete sentence. Because I was driving, we don't know, so what happened? It is depending on this part. Okay? Now I want to check your knowledge. You will tell me what kind of a sentence is this one? Reena knew the way to the market. Tick tick 1, tick tick 2, tick tick 3. Are you ready? Yes, it is a simple sentence. It is giving me a complete meaning, complete idea. Reena knew the way to the market. Very good. Next one. Reena was hungry, so she ate her food. I'll give you a hint here. Fanboys. So where do you use this fanboys technique? Simple sentence, compound sentence, or complex? Tick tick 1, tick tick 2, tick tick 3. Yes, it is a compound sentence. Very good. Last one. Although Rina knew the way to the market, she got lost. A hint, she got lost. A complete idea. Although Rina knew the way to the market. I don't know. So your timer starts now. Tick tick 1, tick tick 2, tick tick 3. It is a complex sentence. Very good. So English is interesting. Keep learning with me. I hope this video was helpful to you. Stay connected with me. Do subscribe. See you in my next video. Thanks for watching.